Okay, yeah, Jay brought back for another video, yeah, yes, fuck. Nosy, you stupid fucking prat. Yeah, you can see where this video is going already. Yeah. A lot's already been said, but I want to kind of put my two pennyworth in, due to wanting to reply to a couple of different things that I've got kind of experience of. Yeah, yet again, I didn't see the latest video in question because Knowlsy, you'd already taken the bloody thing down. In fact, I didn't find out about all this shit until yesterday lunchtime when I was sitting in ye old Crosskeys in Witney having a pint, trying to de-stress from a wasted trip into Witney for something that got cancelled that I wasn't told had been cancelled. That's as far as I'm going with that. And I looked on Facebook and saw comments, and then yeah, in fact I left a comment which I'm going to repeat in this video. Right or wrong, you know, whether people like your opinions or not, whether you make a complete fucking idiot of yourself for these videos, taking them down is doing nothing. I've missed both these videos now, which I'm quite pissed off about, really. Not that I would have been offended by them, but it would have been just interesting to have watched them. As it's already been said, trying to sweep it under the rug ain't going to do shit. It is not going to do shit. You need to, you know, age-old saying, as I put in the Facebook comment, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you're going to put these videos up, you leave them there for people to see. By all means, do an apology if you think you're wrong about them, but trying to just cover them up is not going to help. Now, thanks to Carl God Pikachu's video response, I got the gist of Sunday's video, and also due to timing's video as well, the gist of the original video prior to AA 2013. As far as the one prior to AA 2013, I'm not going to go into that because I don't know that much about it other than this list business, which is setting yourself up for disaster in the first place. But as I said, you know, taking these videos down, even I know you've done the odd like apology video or explanation video that you've taken down as well because of possible comments and stuff. You know, no, I've made plenty of mistakes myself on YouTube, and there's videos there that I haven't taken down that I should have. For instance, last year, September, something like that, I did a video to do with some screenshots and video that have been released for the game WWE 2013, and I went a bit over the top because of what they'd done, or the lack of what they'd done with the Undertaker, and I was extremely pissed off and was extremely over the top about it, which, fair play, I did an apology video about, but I never took the original video down. It's still there for you to see if you want to see. And you know, there's plenty of other mistakes. I don't take videos down, there's no point, to be quite honest. There's others up there where some of my earlier rants, which are just full of swearing basically, I would have liked to have done them better, and I have since changed how I do my rant videos slightly and toned it down a lot more due to the advice of other people. But this respect thing and that and all this bollocks, it's YouTube. you don't do this for the viewership or whatever. You do this for you. I'm sure I said it the last time I've done something like this. I have about 281 subscribers. Fair enough. I do these videos for me. I could give a fuck less what I get in the way of views and stuff and comments and stuff. It's nice to have, but it doesn't matter at the end. We all have our own shit on here. All I'll say is search JBot on YouTube and see what you find, and you'll see the sort of shit that I've got that I've actually still got to sort out, purely due to copyright stuff. Hell, I know that I've got videos on there that have got copyright, that have had their sound removed because of copyright, which I've not taken down, purely because I don't agree with the copyright infringements that are on them, and I've mentioned them before, I think, on my FU rants, what they are. One is also one half of a fucking review that I did in 2 parts, and for some reason it's the second part of it that hasn't even got said copyrighted material in it. It's been taken down because of some random fucking German company that seems to have the rights to Power Rangers in Germany didn't like it, so I actually don't know exactly where people can't see it. I think it's just Germany. And there's another video that I did where I was at Mymington, Eric Clapton song, I think it was, that the sound's been taken off it because of a copyright claim by a record company that has nothing to do with Eric Clapton anymore. They did it at one point, but they never did, and they never did with that song, which I think I've explained before. So, you know, grow a set of balls and leave videos up. Right or wrong, leave them up. Whether you get shit for them or not, you just deal with it. I mean, in the case of these 2 videos, very stupid to begin with. Going on to one of the things you were on about in the latest one, from what I hear, this thing I think must be in your head where you seem to think people are presuming that you and Sam Firestorm, I can't remember the rest of his username, are gay. To my knowledge, there's no one that I'm aware of that said anything about that. But, you know, you 2 are good mates, and you're always together at the meets or at AA or whatever, so, you know, people are going to presume stuff. I've been there before. Back at some of the early early AA conventions, 2009, 2010, you know, people were presuming that me and Sam Silvermoon 1981 were an item. We weren't. People can presume what they want, don't give a fuck. You just get on with it. And from what I've heard, the way you've handled that is just damn stupid. You really need to learn from your mistakes. Now, on to the main sort of thing in this video that I wanted to go into, this thing about you think you're being discriminated because you're a fan of anime. I know Carl's sort of answered this, but I want to go into a bit more depth because I've got a little bit more knowledge than he might have, particularly when it comes to certain stuff. And where you said that there's a lot more anime fans than there are Transformers fans. Primary reason for that: Transformers fans basically are anime fans by default, because at least the ones that do like it, like the Japanese Transformers series, Headmasters, Master Force, Victory, they're animes. At least Victory is more of an anime than the other 2. Well, there's no argument to say Master Force is an anime as well, but more of that style. So yeah, by default. But anyone that's into 80s cartoons, like myself, you know, are anime fans. and I don't think you realise what cartoons are anime from that period and what there isn't. There's things like, for instance, Mysterious Cities of Gold, Ulysses 31, Inspector Gadget. Although it's not the same style, but it's still they're still primarily made in Japan, in conjunction with France. What other ones are the Ulysses? I said Ulysses, Inspector Gadget, Mysterious Cities of Gold, Jason the Wheel Warriors. I've been doing some research. Where is it? Mighty Orbots. That's an anime. Voltron. That's probably one of the most popular 80s cartoons, 80s, 70s, and it's an anime. Basically, it had to be toned down for the UK and the US. There was one other one. Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw any of these episodes, but there was a series over here that I think was primarily released on VHS under the name Cybots. What it was actually called is Starzinger, or for the Japanese translation, Sci-Fi West Saga Starzinger. Another mecha anime. It was actually from the 70s, but didn't get released over here to the 80s. There's all sorts of things that I don't think you realise are actually anime, or there's actually stuff out there, like, for instance, where's the other one that I found? I've actually done research on this for you, and just double check stuff, because there's actually a few things I thought were animes, but they're totally, in fact, French made, like Spartacus and the Sun Beneath the Sea. Completely French made, but it's in the style of anime. It's made by the same, actually, most of the same people that did Spartacus, Ulysses. Get it right. So yeah, I think you need to do a bit of research and just look at what is anime, or what was considered anime in the 80s and early 90s, and what people grew up with, and then you might understand that actually there's a lot more people out there that like anime, and you're not actually being discriminated against. The newer Japanese-based stuff, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Things like, in my case, Dragon Ball Z, I never got into that. I just never did. Other things that I've watched, Cowboy Bebop, which is alright. Various one-off animes that I've watched, I can't remember off the top of my head. But some of it nowadays is more unacquired taste. So yeah, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. To be honest, the most recent frickin' anime I probably watch is Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is quite decent. And that includes the Japanese dubs, but I can only watch a few of them at a time, because it takes great concentration, because of having to read subtitles. So yeah, I think you need to do a little bit of research on that, and you'll see that actually there's more fans of anime than you think, and you're not being discriminated against. But you know, you need to learn from your mistakes, and do videos for you. And if you fuck up, you fuck up. Just use your head a bit more. And I know since the other Carl and Timing's video have come out, you've done an apology video. Fair enough, but right. This is me saying this. If you're going to do an apology video, explain what you're apologising about. You know, it's done that, people have seen that video, some people know, but if you're going to do an apology video, you need to actually explain and not think people are going to know what the hell you're on about. I'm sure you've done that in the other apology video as well. Have the guts to stand up and say, yes, I did this, I apologise for it. Don't make assumptions that people know what the hell you're on about. Anyway, that is it. And I hope you've learnt your lesson, for it really kicks you in the arse. And I think that is it for this video. If it works. I hope it does, because this is an interesting little... I've used this as a test of how I can sort of backup record. Oh, one thing while I think of it, I'm aware my last video hasn't got a title at the moment. I'm going to sort that out. When I've put this one up, I didn't realise it had actually uploaded properly, because even though it's an hour or so long, it decided to take a day and a half to fucking process. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Ridiculous. So it wasn't actually until yesterday I realised, fucking hell, it works. Anyway, that's a side note. Take on board what myself and everyone else has said, Knowlsy, and we'll look forward to more content from you, more content from me, more content from everybody. Ta-ta for now.